Okay, this is something a bit different. First of all, that's the box that is coming. There's been a lot of talk on the internet, over the forums and what have you, about these portable dart stands. So I thought I'd have a go at making one. This is the much talked about lighting stand that people are buying from Maplins. So I've been and got one. That's £19.99 worth. Actually very good value, I think, for what you get. An awful lot of kit. It feels well made, quite heavily made. Let's have a look, see. I've got quite a chunky looking tripod there, and then on the top of that will fit this T-bar stand, and it's to this that we will be attaching the dartboard itself. So that's your T-bar, and on here what I'm going to do to start with is I'm just going to put one of the standard fitment attachments on, like you get with every dartboard that you buy. Fit that on there. See how we go. I also get a bag full of bolts and wing nuts. Might be able to use them. We'll see how it goes. So, experiment time. This is actually quite a chunky piece of kit. That is a seriously good tripod, actually. I mean, for 20 quid, you can't be far wrong. It's quite epic. It's nice and stable. Yeah, that's very good. Interesting. We'll see how it goes. Okay, one thing that we're sussed out is that it's got a dimple in the back of this part here, the T-bar. So that's where the screw is that's going to hold it in place. So we need to attach this bracket on this side. So what I'll do, I'll be ever so technical, and I'll use a dart point mark whereabouts I want to be drilling. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill through, and we'll try it with self-tappers to start with. Now, okay, let's get that up here. Now let's just try and screw this thing in place. Nicely done. That's all nicely tight in place. Now let's see if we can get the thing put together with the dartboard on it. Okay, so progress so far. I fitted the T-bar back on. I've put a surround on it, and that's all I've done so far. So you've got a board that you can basically use, but it's not fixed on or stable yet. So the next thing I need to do is I need to sort out something just to stabilise it a little bit. I've got to say the tripod is fantastic value, 20 quid for that, and it's you can see my board behind it there. It's every bit as high, just as easy. It's very, very quick and easy to set up. I'll just have a little bit of messing about, get this board stable, and we'll see how we go about doing it. Okay, as you can see, I've taken off the top one of the extending bars out the tripod and attached the T-bar to it. Then just popped down to the garage, found a bit of gash steel and made this U-shaped bar. Now the holes that you need are 8mm. So you drill an 8mm hole into the bar, and then you can use these bolts that came with the tripod kit. So I'll just undo that. This is all to give me a bracket at the back to fasten the board up against. There we go. Now my bar was a little bit thinner than the width of this, so I've brought it flush up to this edge here so that it should be closer to the dartboard at the back. I'll just tighten these wing nuts up nice and tight. So I've got a real good hold on them. And there we go. We've got a bracket there. The theory being that I can put my dartboard, flat there, against that, and attach a normal bracket to it, and then I can have a little bit of packing behind there and there just to hold the dartboard nice and solid. Looks like a plan. That's nice and solid. We'll see how it works. Also, here we've got this T-bar. It extends out the side. I'm sure I can use that for illumination of the dartboard or a webcam or something. But for now, we'll concentrate on getting that nice and tight. Okay, so we've come up with this solution. Now at the back of the tripod you can see I've got me hastily made and rather agricultural U-shaped bracket which goes up above the T-bar. I've just chopped it out with a couple of bits of cardboard from a box, and then just around there, I don't know if you can see it, this tightening screw, I'm actually using that as the bottom wedge, so you can turn that round to tighten it up. It's quite effective, it's nice and solid, it's not going anywhere. So there you go, that's a pretty decent method of doing it. Okay, let's have a look at the front. Okay, so that's what it looks like from the front. Difficult to show you how stable it is, but it is pretty stable. A little bit of wobble, but nothing too big. That's perfectly alright for sticking up somewhere for a swift practice. So there you go. A dart stand, £19.99 for the stand itself. The dartboard I'd already got, the surround I'd already got, a bit of gash metal out the garage, and I used the bolts that come with the kit. So, you know, if you've got a couple of drills in your garage and a drill, you could probably make that U-bracket pretty easy from a bit of stuff you can find lying around somewhere. So there you go, a 20 quid dart stand.